Kevin here at Wagons Garage. First of all, we have a contest going on Facebook at Wagons Garage, correct?
Yep.
And it's just a little fun thing to see what the difference in between the steel and the fiberglass was, since it has been such a huge topic of discussion over the years, and all the bitching and whining and everything we've heard for years and years about how much, not having steel roof and quarters is. I think everybody forgets that all these new Mustangs being built are just a roof skin and two new quarters sitting on them. The whole steel roof and quarter thing has been blown out of proportion because ultimately you can build a steel car just as light as you can build a fiberglass. Carbon fiber, no, but a fiberglass composite body, yes. It all depends on how much you want to cut and how bad you want to destroy your steel body to get to that point, is basically what it boils down to. So we're going to go over a few things on this, but we're having a contest for the guests. Who gets closest to what the weight difference was in between this body, the way it sets right now on this jig, and what the body weighs that come off the car. You can go to the Wagon Garage, give your input there, what you think it is. We haven't really figured out exactly what we're going to give out yet, but we'll be giving something out here shortly on whoever gets the closest on that. So if you want to try your guess at it, just go to Wagons Garage on Facebook and check it out. So now we'll discuss the car itself and the comparisons. Not 100% exact comparisons. There's reasons for that. There's things I'm changing, like I will have glass windows in this car. I don't want to be kicked out of any classes because I have Lexan windows. So with that said, we're putting glass back in this car just like it would have had. We're cheating that a little bit. We're going to thinner glass because these old 30 model cars had windows that were 1/4 inch thick, extremely heavy windows. We have had glass company already cut the glass out for everything but the doors and windshield as of right now, and they've been cut into thinner glass for the fact that it has glass in the car. Right now, the other car has Lexan windows in it. This doesn't have any windows in it. I can weigh the windows. They're 5 pounds difference. Or 5 pounds total for the new glass windows. That's what they weigh. So the two door glasses figure somewhere around 5 pounds a piece, probably closer to 4 pounds a piece. Windshield probably less than 10. So another, I'm going to say 15 to 18 pounds on windows once this car has everything in it. But that's including door glass too. So also the doors themselves, we weighed the doors out to the fiberglass door to the steel door. I actually think it ended up being I got to come back and get a measurement or a weight on both of them again when it's all said and done, but I'm pretty sure the fiberglass door was like 49 pounds, and I think the steel door with the 1/4 inch thick window, the regulators, the door latches, door panel, the inner garnish molding, the whole 9 yards as it come off this car, I think was like 55 pounds. So somewhere around 6 pounds difference. But what we didn't include into it is these doors, the steel ones, had the door hinges on them. When I take the hideaway hinges that were in the old car and weigh them are 6 pounds a piece. So the doors weigh identical to what they were before, and were basically the exact same weight where we were on the doors. So, and we haven't cut anything out of the door yet, nor have we put the lighter window in it yet. So we'll be just a few pounds lighter probably on the doors. Trunk lids, as of right now, the trunk was 17.6 pounds. We have done some cutting on the original steel trunk lid, but we left the hinge part on the trunk lid and also the latch part. We was going to run them at first and put the hinges back on. Realized the hinges wouldn't open up high enough to really get to the fuel cell anyway. The latch is what it is, so we're just going to cut it all out. We're going to make a skin of a door, just like the trunk lid is now. It's just going to be a metal skin. So with that being said, I would say the trunk lids will be pretty much identical, if not the steel being a little bit lighter than the fiberglass. So we might gain a couple pounds there. Also, we have the big hole in the roof. I don't know what it'll weigh. I'm sure it's not going to be nothing. What our plan is on that right now is we're going to take the car down there, the fiberglass car. We're going to take a mold off the roof of that car, make an insert for this car, but it'll be a fiberglass paper thin insert that goes back in there. So hopefully less than 5 pounds there. I would assume probably 2 or 3 pounds when it's said and done, but we'll have to see what it does, and we'll keep you all updated as we go. So there is some ups and downs on the two cars. We think in total there's going to be less than 20 pounds. We think the steel body's probably going to roll in somewhere around 20 pounds heavier. We also, we'll show you here in a minute, there is some big heavy 2 or 3 layer thick metal that holds the hinges and the latch pillars in this car. Basically holds the door frame where it's supposed to be. I have thought about cutting them out. It'll be a major pain in the butt to cut them out. But I also don't want a car that's just going to flop around. I want solid sounding doors when they close and stuff like that. So we went ahead and left those in there. Once again, like I said, if it all depends on how much you're willing to cut out. In this case here, I think there might be as much as 5 pounds we could still cut out of this car. But I don't think that 5 pounds is worth it. I really think that having doors that shut correctly and everything that works like it's supposed to would be well worth the effort to keep that 5 pounds. We're not really that desperate right now anyway, because the end of the winter, or right at the end of the racing season last year, I never even got them on the car before the end of the racing season. I bought a new set of rear wheels. I've got the Mickey Thompson, I don't even know what they call those wheels, but anyway, I got the Mickey Thompson Super two-piece light wheel there. There's 16 pounds right there right off the bat, just replacing the rear wheels, if not more. We think probably, who knows, but I think that that rear wheel sitting up there is probably around 10 pounds a piece. The wheels that we have on the car, I know, weigh 28 or 29 pounds a piece. So you do the math on that too, very heavy wheels. I could change the front wheels. We could get that lighter too, but once again, we don't need weight off the front end. I can change the front suspension and take a lot of weight off this car. It is extremely heavy chassis yet. The body, yes, is not heavy at all. You'll see the numbers here shortly, and I think a lot of people will be surprised on how light this body really is and how light the fiberglass body is. Actually, the fiberglass body come in lighter than I thought. I know it's thicker fiberglass, but it did come in pretty light. So, with that being said, we've got pretty much every bit of metal work done on this car now. I still got some dents to hammer and dolly, but Jody's got everything stripped except for just a few little places. And I'm trying. just a little bit of more work, and we'll have this thing in sealer and then put some 2K high build on it. That goes back to the next thing on weight. Yes, we still have to paint this car. How much will paint weigh when it's said and done? Honestly, I don't know on that one. That one's got me, because you weigh a gallon of paint weight wise is pretty heavy, but you're mostly liquid that's going to evaporate out of the paint when it's done. So I honestly don't know what that weight there would be as far as paint. So, but we are extremely close to being identical what the car was to begin with. But we now have steel roof and quarters, and we don't have to listen to everybody whine and cry about it. So, and we'll have glass in it. We're gonna have, like I said, we'll be a little bit heavier because we got glass now. The dashes, I'm gonna go back to the steel dash, the original dash in the car. We weighed those yesterday with the fiberglass dash as thick as what it was, all the gauges in there, everything that's sitting there. I didn't have the glove box door, but it's probably less than 2/10 of a pound, which is all my scale goes to anyway. So anyway, the two dashes, the metal one was physically lighter by like 4/10 of a pound. But we got to put some weight back in the steel dash to cover the bigger hole up, but then we'll have the Haltech dash in it. That'll be a little weight there. So when it's all said and done, it's probably going to be real close to identical weights on the steel dash compared to the fiberglass. So we're just so close, you know. We're just kind of shooting back and forth with, well, this is going to be a little lighter this way, and this is going to be a little wider or heavier there. So I think when it's all said and done, it's pretty much going to be a wash weight wise. 20, 25 pounds heavier probably when it's done. So that's where we're at right now, but we'll keep y'all updated as we go. And like I said, we are doing stuff that is a little more factory style stuff in it. We might put door panels on this car, which we never had door panels on the other car. We might just finish the interior out a little more, put some carpet inserts to make it look a little nicer, just little stuff to finish it to make it look more like a completed car instead of what we had before. So just have to keep updated on that stuff as we go. Is there anything else we can talk about?
Probably not.
Well, that'll be it for this time. We'll let you know and keep you updated on weights, and as soon as we have a contest winner, we will announce it back on here and let the person know who won closest bid.